The only way I know to do it is just to hit the button and show up. Welcome, North Node Virgo, South Node Pisces. I am Christelle, the Earth and Hollow. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all my imperfections and interruptions too. So, all that jazz. We are going to see what is going on, what your North Node energy is trying to get you to embrace, what it's trying to get you to step into, evolve, grow, develop. And we're also going to look into the South Node energy, which is the comfort zone, the area that is just comfortable, just very familiar. But these familiar places of our South Node as well carry many gifts that we can bring along with us in our new journey or our next chapters within our life of our soul's mission. However, there's parts of our South Node energy that can be a hindrance or a challenge to us as we try to strive towards our evolution. So my desire is to look at what those South Node shadow energies may be. Do keep in mind this is still general, okay? It may or may not be for you. We're also going to look into the gifts, or should I say, the supporting energy, of maybe certain experiences. It can, maybe certain qualities, or, it can come in many things. And then we're just going to go into it. Okay, enough of the ramble. Um, when I came into this energy, there was a feeling of, I couldn't tell if it was the masculine or the feminine aspect within you, but there was a energy of someone, just a hopeless romantic, let me say it like that. Or this was like maybe someone that just has over romanticized something within their life, and feeling like this thing, it's like waiting for this particular thing, like waiting for it to come and like sweep you off your feet type of energy. um but then there was another side within this energy where it felt like the innocence of the child, which is your soul, of course, your inner child, your power, where it was really wanting to redeem something, really being open, okay, really being open, kind of naive, in that space of naivety, just blank, like that full fool type energy where you're just blank, but just really wanting to know. So I don't know exactly if that's the masculine aspect, or the divine feminine aspect, and where these may fit in your life personally. This can also pertain to the North Node, South Node energy as well. Okay. This will burn. I'm going to put a little bit more. My fan is pulling it a little bit the wrong way. Because I need to get it a little bit. Let me just alter this. Let me see. How about here? But yeah, so do keep in mind this is general. Within this energy of Virgo Pisces, this is part of the mutable energy, okay? This is the mutable energy within sharing, the giving. So the other collaborating parts of the north, the south, the east, and the west that gets things moving is going to be with the Gemini Sagittarius energy, okay? So, or Sagittarius Gemini, whatever, which part of the pole resonates more for you, okay? With Virgo Pisces, okay? So you can check out, I will have a North Node, South Node playlist. So you can go to my page and you can go to the playlist. Of course, I have to still publish it. This is my first time coming to record. So you get to be the guinea pig for the layout, okay, and how we're going to go about this. But yeah, so do make sure you check out either for the Gemini Sagittarius or the Sagittarius Gemini, whatever which one may resonate the most for you, to really get your calibrations in order, to really get you moving into your North Node, the flame. That's that desire. That's that wanting, that connectivity, that seeking out, that wanting that redemption in something. And I feel like, let's get more, because the Gemini North Node is really at a struggle, have lots of challenges with setting healthy boundaries, with stepping up and being forward within service, trusting within your intuition, have a little bit of a struggle with your discernment or your decision making at times, you know, but your North Node is wanting you to invest in that energy, wants you to bring things into a more practical, instead of being in that energy of, I'm waiting for my knight in shining armor to come and sweep me off my feet type of energy, which is that form of confusion or lacking structure towards one's experience, or that feeling of escapism, just escaping because I just want to be seduced, or that's just the way that I want things. That's how it has to be, type of energy, which is the old energy of Pisces. Okay. There's, yeah, that's, there's a deck, the Mirror of Dark. No, that's not it. Pain in the Midst of Thorns. The Dark Mirror. I think that's the deck. The Dark Mirror. But we have the flame here for the North Node. Let's see what the South Node energy want to bring forward. And then we will get a little bit more South Node energy. Supreme Creative Sword. The Vision. You have the Vision. There's a strong gift from the past that kind of still plays. It's still kind of, yeah, the comic. It still kind of plays. It's something from the inner child, in that child, because there was that feeling of that innocence. And I couldn't really tell if it was the feminine or the masculine energy. However, look at the colors here, within the flame of the North Node that's here, right? Your soul, the inner child within you. And it's like there's something old within your vision that you've been holding. Because, see, the same colors are bright, like what's here. So there's something from the past, something from your South Node, my Virgos, North Node Virgos, and the South Node Pisces, that really wants to come forward. And I feel like this can be being more structured, being more clear, because it's like you have a blueprint already inside of you. I want to get these. Do I want these, Supreme, or I want these? Because there's something inside of you that you may be dreaming of, or a dream that you may remember, but you may be a little cruel on yourself, you know, maybe afraid to step forward. Maybe there's something in the past life that, you know, that you suffered, you know, that you had to hold certain things inside of you within secret. And maybe that's why the excitement and the desire to really wanting to redeem something or to seek out something, but also wanting to trust within the divine. So it's like maybe there's something that the divine gave you in that energy of Pisces, in that past life of that South Node, you know, of a spiritual quest or a spiritual refuge of some sort. And it's like you never could get to it because there was so much criticism and so much people just blaspheming you and making you feel like you're suffering. So you decided to, at one point where I'm going to try to get this out as clear as can. So it's like you held it inside of you, but it came inside of you in this life within the energy of Virgo, the North Node of Virgo, to be within that planning of structures, building the impasses that are healthy, that keeps out those past infiltrating thoughts of when you may have felt isolated or when you felt like you were suffocating. And maybe that may be why that energy of the damsel as well was coming in with that illusion of seduction and just waiting for the hero, because it's like you got all of this inside of you that wants to create, that came from a past life that the divine has given you. And some of you are still within that state of confusion and really not knowing because you still feel a level of absence. And I feel like this level of absence is the fact that your Virgo energy is trying to get you to come up with experience steps that you can actually document and bring forward within service to humanity. Because this service to humanity is still something that the soul desires to kindle, desires to fulfill. I'm hearing here that there's a significance within someone's life path energy. Um, I said that wrong. I know. I know I said that wrong. Numerology, life path number may be very significant here. We have 55, which is 5, and we have 51. 51 will be life path 6, which still is that Virgo energy. 5 is a 10, which reduces down to 1, which will be a life path 1, which will be something within leadership, within structures, the beginning structures. And then it's like you have to go out and actually contract it out to others to finish it. So it's like you have the idea, but the timidness maybe from the past is keeping you from actually letting your light come fully out of darkness. Even though it's still shining, people still see it. Give me a little more on this mission, Supreme. Give us a little more for Virgo's mission. North Node Virgo. Look, I'm not going to be going through all that trying to get the names. You're here for Virgo North Node, Pisces South Node. Supreme. How do you want me to proceed with this? Do you want me to just go ahead and go to the tarot? Visual arts. Are you saying visual arts? I don't think I have a deck called Visual Arts. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the Visions Oracle deck. Let me get that. Yeah, the Oracle of Visions. Let's smoke this out. Yeah, I pulled the book out. Let's see what wants to come out. This is the deck. I'm going to clear it by smoke. Don't knock that over. I'm going to clear it out because it's been a while since I used it. Give me the eyes to see what is needed for my Virgo Pisces, North Lunar Nodes, South Lunar Node. Let them be able to use their discernment, their ability to see and tap into the spirituality of the divine inner child within them, the innocence of the fire that burns, that they seek after to return to the connection, to redeem the vision that they hold within them, that they will be able to bring forward the vision with structure, with healthy boundaries, to be able to serve without sitting there holding on to something so divine. Ashe, Om, Amen. Now I got a big mess, and we got a big little smoke cloud here. Oh yeah, I did lay that on thick, didn't I, y'all? I sure did. Oh yeah, and I put those essential oils inside my mugwort. But yeah, this feels very divine. We're at whatever this space is. It's very divine, and at the same time, it's like you're just sitting there in distress. You're just waiting. You're just letting things constantly seduce you through passing you by. Because it's like you find yourself in this whirlwind or this tornado, or could be having dreams of that. Because it's like you feel like you want the structure, but you feel like you just lack the unknowing. But I feel like you gained a knowing, and now it's just time for you to really implement and utilize your discernment of energies and people, places, things, habits, patterns, characteristics, personalities, and to bring forward those gifts of spirituality, you know, and bring those forward and allow those to open up to you and not keep you limited or in that sense of suffering, unable to make sense within religions or just any other type of things within sense. There's a strong Sagittarius energy. I don't know if Sagittarius is your moon. I don't know if Sagittarius is your sun sign. But like I said, Sagittarius Gemini is the collaborating pole that equalizes the harmony and balance to the north, the south, the east, and the west. The Gemini, Sagittarius energy is the east and the west. The east and the west is what rotates. It's what moves. It's what changes. It's what brings you into the rhythm the north and the south node are fixed. They don't move. Let's see. I do desire that I'm making myself clear. If you are still here, I truly appreciate you. I do desire that you find the pearls that you need to really elevate you and ignite the fire inside you, you know, to really step out and let your light shine so bright that you can move within your innocence of your purity in what you hold and house. Supreme, what is this vision? What do we need to see of this vision of the South Node? Get a grip. I thought I did have a grip. The one that faces me is card number 32. This one over here is not facing me. So I'm going to leave that down. This is the many ideas. These are many notes, many prayers over time. From childhood to adulthood, the clock, the time, the many thoughts, the letters, the vision. It's like I'm seeing someone at the drawing board and just keep scratching it out. Just scratching it out. When will it be my time? The time is your now. I don't know if I said that right. Your time is now. Okay? The vision of the divine is communicating through you somehow. It's communicating through you somehow. Whether it's TV, whether it's letters, whether it's symbols, it's communicating to you somehow. This is the energy that your North Node is trying to get you out of. Feelings or levels of shame, confusion, or just escaping and not wanting to be, I heard, free. Y'all know I'm limited on my space. Card number 19. The beginning and the end. The Alpha and the Omega. Card number 19. The forbidden fruit. Things that they call taboo. So it almost feels like a vision within this, what came through that led me to the Oracle of Visions, visionary arts, the portrait. It's almost as if she's there posing, as if someone's sculpting. This feels like a very sensual expression, especially with seduction within romance coming in the beginning, within the masculine or feminine. This I don't get it. There's a part in here where it's about a divine counterpart. First, the divine counterpart is within you, enjoining your soul, your twin soul, which is your masculine and feminine energy within you, that then powers masculine, feminine energy, internal, external, coming together is what powers the inner child, the soul. What are some possible, that's where we're going? Okay. Masculine and feminine energy within you right now has to find a way to come together to a common ground, to connect, to get rid of the delusion, the illusion. Bring forces together. Suggested forces together. So that feels like letting each part within you to speak, to communicate clearly without judgment, or without jumping in, or without being defensive. They said they want something that's more art, not something that's just the traditional. Let's go here then. My Mary L. Tarot that I've wanted for years and finally got her. Why when I come in here to record, it's always a mescally fly that finds its way into this room? I can't do it. I can't do it. It annoys me and it distracts my concentration. Virgo Pisces, that fly is still in the house, but I had to go and get my 91% alcohol. Okay, so if I jump, move, and don't hit pause, you know why. Okay, because that breaks my, because my eyes catch things so quickly. So, I see that fly buzzing around. I gotta get them. Monitoring spirit, non-monitoring spirit, I don't know. But this, before I hit the button back, I re-looked at this and I really see that divine masculine and feminine. However, the masculine would be the red, the feminine would be the blue. And because of the water and fire elements, right? And the masculine with the forbidden fruit and the snake, makes me think about the phallus, or one's lower desires, right? Which is what's easiest to be seduced. But within the water element, even though it's in the air, these are the messages within source, right? This is the wanting to connect, this open to suggestions and wanting to redeem, right? To redeem that time. So it's really that divine masculine and feminine within you, Virgo Pisces, that is really wanting to come together and combust. And that's the north and the south energy of the battery to come together, because the combustion is the spark of the fire. That's like that fifth dimensional living, that feeling of bliss, that feeling within freedom, that emotional wisdom, that fullness within wholeness. Let's elevate. Let's go look at some of these. Let's go look at a challenge real quick. I mean, we already can see the challenges, right? I really feel like what's here for you to learn is just really to compromise within yourself, to not doubt yourself, but to trust in yourself and your ideas. If you're in a position where you're not completely sure in how to organize your thoughts or organize your visions, it's okay to seek the help of someone else. The time before in which you have lived within the past, within karma, within brutality or shame, it's not the same anymore. You're free to move. You're free to roam. You're free to ask for the assistance when you need the assistance, instead of trying to seduce or lure it to you as a desperate individual that's in distress. So let's see what the divine want to bring forward for you. Supreme, what do we need to see? We'll take it. Of these challenges. What is challenging my North Node Virgos? That must be it. Changing it around. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Changing your destiny, changing your fated destiny, coming out of the confusion and feeling like you're constantly suffering, or constantly dying because of your emotions, or dying within yourself because of your thoughts and the things that you want to express and the things that you want to bring to life, the things that you want to give, the things you want to share, the things you want to, how you want to serve, be of service. It's like you're really challenged with this. You're tired of feeling defeated. You're tired of feeling like there's always negative forces out against you. It's almost like this haunting of spirit, the spirit of the past. And that's what's creating the illusion, the delusion that's fogging your ability to discern your direction and what's healthy or unhealthy. I gotta know. Because that's a major arcana, which means my North Node Virgos, you're really at a struggle because of the haunting ghosts, the haunting dreams, the haunting memories of something of the past. There's something that's inscripted within your subconscious, within your dream space. Both of my ears are going. And it's haunting you. And it's creating a level of betrayal to yourself now. It's keeping you confused, unsure which way to go. Can we get a little more on this challenge energy? How does this be a little more direct, earthly, earthbound? Y'all know. Okay. Ooh, my ears. Damn it. Dad, what y'all doing, y'all? Whose ears we got going? Whose attention we got? The Seven of Cups. That's the seduction, the romantic illusion. the waiting for opportunities, the challenge, waiting around for opportunities to come to you, not finding ways and taking chances on the self. There's a strong emphasis in working with your chakra, sacral chakra. Seed sound vam, vam, vam. To assist you to connect into the energy of the gift of the past within your vision. Working also with the element of water. I'm hearing the reflective pool. This reflective pool can also be a crystal ball. It can be a cup or glass, let's say glass of water. This can be going to the lake or to the pond of some sort, or maybe even to the pool and just looking out at the water and just going and sitting at the edge to see your face reflection and ask, what of my South Node is for me, inner child of me, soul of me, that I need to redeem and bring forward with me? And how do I bring the practical steps within my everyday existence to experience? Coming out of the cloud, coming out of the illusion is the challenge. Dang. What's happening, y'all? What y'all got going on with me? What y'all doing to my ears while I'm recording? 3744. What is supporting my Virgo North Node? The movement of power is what I heard. With the Knight of Wands, I heard the movement of power. That's what I heard. The movement of power. What's supporting you? The movement of power. The movement of power. All I see is the Black Panther. Whew. What is this of the past? That's supporting you. That's the vision. That's whatever sacred information, whatever is trying to come forward. It's the betrayal that created or caused you to want to escape. This is what made you have to sit and be within that waiting and holding this sacred information that you had. There's some wizards and witches here that burned and hung on the stake within this South Node energy of the past, and what has created this large level of suffering. There has been death by these abilities. And some of you have been persecuted in this lifetime. And that's because that energy has been trying to hold and pull you and hold you down, that don't want you to step up and rise into that soul mission. Keep you from being unhealthy, being frantic and not able to set clean boundaries and standing firm on them within your power and your authority. The support is what's in the past. The past vision, the dreams that you hold. Some of you have dreams within a book, and you just ideas and things you want to invent and what you want to do. But you just keep saying no. There's a drug spirit of the past as well here. And the spirit of the drug past is here to help you within organizing, how to be more organized within bringing mental clarity or mental affirmations. So this is where the area of your discernment, being able to discern the information. I don't know if I'm making good sense. I don't know if I've lost anybody here. If you're still even here at 4222, become aware. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Look, and the image. Number 6. Didn't I say something about life path 6? Supreme. What's supporting them? Listen. The inner child wants you to say yes. And listen. Listen. Listen to your discernment and where it's trying to guide you, North Node Virgo. Your inner child has something to say. It has something to show you from the past that is truly to ignite your soul, to bring your visions into current reality and whatever you want that to be. Your inner child just wants you to listen and to say, my soul says yes today. Well, now is the time to be open and receive. I just really don't think there's anything else here to go into at this time. I really feel that my Virgo North Node, I just want to encourage you to really come out of the fear of your mind, to come out of the fears of not being good enough. Sometimes we just keep doing and try to build structures and try to get things started, but there'd be so many different things that just get in the way. And we seem like we just can't seem to get it all organized and clear. But it's one thing that I want to assure you through my own life experience and having to keep tearing things down and feeling like I'm constantly always moving and operating in chaos and confusion, or can't never get things organized and structured the way that I desire. But it's one thing that I have learned through lacking structure is that every time you take the step towards, which is the practical experience, towards trying to build structure, you eventually succeed. And you will find things within the level of order and peace within your desire and your happiness of fulfillment to live and radiate within your soul and your twin soul, the masculine and feminine of you. And until then, Virgo Pisces, do not forget, check the playlist for your opposite, not axis, but you're calibrating your east and your west. Okay. Check your motion angle, see which one resonates the most, whether it's the Gemini Sagittarius or the Sagittarius Gemini. Okay. And until then, I'm Christelle, the Earth and Hollow.